vocal music is very closely connected to the earliest keyboard music. We've seen examples of vocal music serving as models for arrangement in the Robertsbridge Codex of the mid-14th century, and also in the Faenza Codex of around 1430. As we move farther into the 15th century, we find songs in the German sources. And one of these is actually a song book, the Lochheimer Liederbuch, which contains some arrangements of songs for keyboard. One of my favorite is Mit ganzen Willen wünsch ich dir. I wish you all good wishes. And this is a very haunting, I think, and somewhat nostalgic setting of the song, which changes the number of voices. So sometimes you'll have a chord with even up to 4 parts, and at other times the song progresses just in 2 voices, in a rather typical way for early keyboard music. But most of the song is in 3 parts, with the top voice notated on a staff and the bottom 2 voices in tablature or letter notation. This is the scheme known as Old German tablature, and it is an identifying feature for the early sources of organ music. With the exception of the Faenza Codex, the Italian source that has the music on 2 staves. I like to play this on a regal sound. We don't have evidence of organs that would have included a regal, but the instrument, the regal, existed and is very much described in early 16th century sources. So this would be a keyboard with a set of regals that it controlled. And on many large organs, we have a regal stop. So we're able to recreate the sound of an early regal by just isolating that. Here is Mit ganzen Willen from the Lochheimer Liederbuch, performed using the Trektorregal of the Fritts organ. It's interesting to note the use of the technique Farbordon, where you have a line of music that is doubled a fourth above first inversion type of chord. This was a vocal improvisatory technique so that singers could create polyphony with following one line and doubling it like that. And we have that at a couple of points in ganczem Willen. So these doublings are reflecting that vocal practice. Again, showing how interwoven the vocal and instrumental idioms are at this early point in history.